Hey there! In this video tutorial, you will learn how to create forms with as many fields as you like. Use them to collect leads, reservation requests, or anything else that you want from your visitors. And even use an autoresponder for automatic and very effective responses. So let's start from the site maker and let's click on the page where we want to add the form. For example, this one. Let's add the correct widget, this one, that is called a free form because it allows you to add fields freely. Okay, cool. The first thing we can do is start adding fields to the form. To do this, we can click on this button right here and then enter the details, the name of the field, an optional small description, decide whether it's mandatory or not, and then, very importantly, the field type, in this case, a simple text field. Let's keep exploring the type of fields we can add. A very common one is the email address. Keep in mind that choosing the type as email will allow the system to validate the email as it is entered and present your customers and your visitors on mobile with the best keyword and symbols for entering email addresses. Another handy and popular input type is the date one. Again, keeping the example of a reservation form, we can ask for the check-in date and even specify that in this case, we obviously want only future dates. We can then enter selects, for example, one with numbers, say for the number of guests if this is a reservation. Let's choose the correct type, and then we can specify the minimum number, the maximum one, and then the step we want to use in the drop-down that will be shown to our visitors. We are also able to add normal selects, the ones with different choices. We could add single choice or multiple choice. To quickly add a select, we choose the correct type here in this drop-down as usual, and then we enter in this box right here the options that we want to show, one per row, like this. We have also a few different input types that we can use for special cases. For example, if we want to ask our visitors a rating, we can use this type right here. We'll see in the preview how it looks like. We can also automatically enter a gender input type for asking whether a visitor is a male or a female, or a quite handy country drop-down where we can even choose if we want to show flags next to each country or not. We obviously don't have to enter all countries by hand. The select is pre-populated in this case. While we cannot edit an existing field, we can delete it or, even more nicely, drag it and drop it to change the order in which it is shown, just like we are doing now with these fields right here. Okay, very cool. Let's go check our form and see how it came out. Here you see the fields, the country drop-down with all the countries and the correct flag for each one of them. Yeah, how cool is that? Then the date type, which opens a nice date picker, the two type of selects we created, the rating, look at this one, and the gender input type. Nice. Now that we have created the form, let's see what we can do with it. The first thing is receive an email with all the data filled by the user. And in order to do that, we can specify here in this field the email address or addresses, if more than one separated by comma, to which we want to send the data collected in the form. We can also post this data to a URL. That is something slightly more technical, but if you know what you're doing while we're talking about, this could be quite handy. Here, we can then specify a few options for the form, such as the submit button text, if you don't want the standard one, and an intro or explanation text that will be shown above the form. Let's save all this and let's check what happens in the preview here. Okay, very nice. You see the intro text we just added, including the typo we wrote, whoops, and the submit button with the text we customized. Okay, now this is all nice and good, but here comes the real fun. First of all, with all the forms that you can build on the platform, you have an autoresponder. Oh yes, a tool that other platforms offer you as a separate product, with a separate pricing usually, is included and embedded in this platform without any additional cost. Anyway, as you all know, an autoresponder is a system that automatically sends an email to the address entered in the form, so you can quickly and automatically reply with we will get back to you as soon as possible, or even start sending information and content to your leads automatically. Here's how it works. First of all, you need to enable it by clicking here, and then you can enter the subject of the email that gets sent, then the from address, and then the from name. In this box right here, you can enter the reply, the actual body of the reply email that the lead or the email address will receive. And the cool thing is that you can populate it with the fields collected from the forms. For example, the first and last name field by clicking here, the gender, or any other field that you have in the original form. Okay, now I want to give you a moment to let you think how cool this thing is. Include it in your platform. And that's not even all, actually. Another thing you can do with your forms is directly add leads to other email marketing platforms, for example. For example, here you see MailChimp. You will find a specific tutorial for this integration and for all the others. Just search for integrations or MailChimp in this case in the help section. It will be, as usual, easy and smooth, but I wanted to outline it to you and show it to you here. And that is all for this tutorial. Thanks a ton for watching, as usual, and we'll see you on the platform. Bye-bye.